The object of the game today is the spring perch. Hold this front spring on this StudeBaker. And what you got here is your mounting brackets for the spring shackles. Is that what that's going to be?
Spring perches. These here are the ones we made.
Okay.
Which
Alright.
we're going to have a little angle on them like that.
Yeah.
And they'll set in here. And then the plates weld on the sides of those. And then they will weld to the tops of these.
Alright.
Like that.
Well, I'm going to go get my new battery for my camera because this one's blinking at me and we'll be in business. Never fails, you know.
These plates go down to the front end on that 58.
58 truck front axle.
Front axle.
58 Chevy truck front axle. Yeah. Yep.
If you ever need any of these, I got a whole big coffee can completely full of these with nuts. So if you ever have any use for any.
What are those? Are they standard?
I think they're
Standard.
7/16 standard.
Well, I've got a box of metrics too if you ever need some.
Okay. This was the cross member.
Yep.
The radiator. Well, this is the radiator mounts. What this was. So anyway, I cut the rivets loose and took it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take and weld up the perches, get the spring mounted in here. Then I'm going to drop this front end down because I want to get it down as low as I can.
Yeah.
But I can't weld a cross member in here until I find out
Where that spring sets.
where it's going to set.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling that what I may do is come under and C-notch this out.
Okay.
So the spring will ride up in here.
Yeah.
Which will get me lower to the ground. But there's no weight out here on the front of this. The only thing that's going to ride here is going to be the radiator.
Yeah.
And I can set it back. Well, technically, I can set it anywhere.
Looking good.
Yeah,
what do you need me to do? You need me to hold anything?
No,
or
I just
hold my mouth right? Or go drink coffee? Or
go drink coffee.
Yeah, all right.
But no, that's
Get the parts all cut out.
Okay, right.
Ready to put together, and Ralph's gonna grab one end of the spring or something.
That's right.
'Cause I ain't gonna do nothing but stand here and hold the camera.
Okay.
We'll just get an idea of how this is gonna go.
Yeah, set it over here.
All right.
Yeah, technically it's going to set in there like this.
Yep.
With these little brackets, and I'm going to double them. Put one on each side.
Yep. Boy, that ain't going nowhere.
And then that'll be in pretty good shape.
Looks good too. Yeah.
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 But then what I'm going to have to do is once I get the spring in here, then I'll have to figure my height coming down. If I can get my frame down here, and I may have to C-cut this up.
Oh, so you have enough travel?
So I have enough travel.
Okay.
And trace it, for spring flex. And
okay.
so we should be in pretty good shape on that. And then once I set that up, then I'll build my piece across there and set my suicide front end in.
Well, yeah, because that's going to set her down. You know, that's not going to have a 4-cylinder in it.
Well, the motor's going to sit 25% back.
Oh, I know. Way back there, yeah.
30 inches behind where it normally sits.
Yeah, good.
So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape there, truthfully.
Yeah, that's going to look good.
So I think it's going to look great.
All right.
They had, whenever you figured the length on these, they figured from where your spring perch, where you wanted your perch in there, you measured from eye to eye, and then it was, you measured from where you was going to put your perch, and you add 5 inches to the spring length, and that gives you where you mount your perch on these eyes here, where it mounts down there. So
well, that's good. You got a formula for all that. So
yeah, and then the spring came from, I think, was it Summit I ordered the spring from, or who's the other one that we ordered from? Speedway.
I was wondering about Speedway,
Yeah.
but I couldn't think of that a while ago.
No, it wasn't. It was Summit. We did order from Summit. We did order from Summit. So,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Good.
So we'll get that in and get
Well-
this set up in here.
And the weather's getting such now that before long, we'll be
Yes.
carrying this thing outside and you can start chopping on it, huh?
Yep, we'll get her out there and set her out there, and we'll put the rear end under it.
Mm-hmm.
And roll her back in here and work on the body and dig the other right out and drive it.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
we gotta have a parts car.
Yeah, well, yeah. And Jim's gonna cut this thing down and squeeze it in so it fits in the back end like it's supposed to, and will fit the doors
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, we'll have to take and cut it
Yeah.
from the corner. We'll have to cut it down to this point here
Uh-huh.
and V it out. And then cut this from this point here down, and then we'll just gently fold it.
Boy, that,
It's gonna take a little bit, but
you got a plan.
hopefully we'll get her there.
You got a plan.
We'll get her there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you letting me know and
Hey.
taking a look at this.
Oh, and that's with the motor mounts that are going in there. That I'm going to put that motor plate.
That Guardian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guardian motor plate. That's going to go on the front of that big block,
Uh-huh.
and we'll mount it in there. And what I'm going to try to do on that is take these stock motor mounts that went in the front here,
Okay.
which they have this plate that it rides on.
And this had a straight 8 in it?
Straight 8 in it.
Yeah.
And
StudeBaker,
they-
27.
And they mounted here originally.
Yeah.
This was the
So you're going to come off of them with a
Yeah.
bracket to match up to your plate
I'll
up there.
build a bracket that goes down and out, and then with a seat on it, and then the motor plate will set on and bolt into the front of that, and this will bolt into the side.
And sit
Yeah.
right on those
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
perches
I'm going to
there.
set it
Yep.
right on those perches.
Yep.
And
I
see if
love
we can-
fabricating.
See if we can use the
Good
same motor
stuff.
mounts.
Yeah. Good
Which will
stuff,
kinda be
man.
neat. That'll
Yeah.
be fun. Fun stuff.
All right. Well, thank you, Jim.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's people interested in this. They
Yeah.
want to said, we want some more of that, Ken. You got to get down there. And I said, I will. I'll stay on top of that one.
Well, we've been so busy and
Yeah, I know.
it's been so cold that we haven't had time to.
Well, a couple more weeks. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll start grafting here about the 1st of March.
Yeah.